morning. Good morning. I hope you're safe and well, because that is, of course, the most important thing. Well, it's been a really busy week one way and another. And one of the things we've done in this week's newsletter, Chemicals Coffee Time, is we've done a series of Q&As about the EU CLP Legislative Act. Now, this is not some kind of dummy or demonstration Q&A. This is genuinely based on the feedback from our lovely readers. So I wanted to just walk you through one of these. In fact, it's the one that I replied to myself, because I had a distressed phone call from a reader last Friday going, oh my God, what's going on with this? Does it even relate to GHS? Yes, they felt that CLP had moved so far away from GHS that they weren't sure what was going on. So I was able to reassure them that yes, CLP is still part of, or rather CLP and REACH, the safety data sheet bit of GHS, they're all still allegedly coming from GHS. But what's happening is that some of the new changes which apply in the EU and also in Northern Ireland are CLP only hazards, and some of them have been submitted to the GHS committee with the view to them being brought in. So you could say that if the EU gets its way and we get the new PBTB, PBB, PMTB, PBM, and especially the endocrine disruptors for health and environment, then they're just kind of going ahead of GHS. But a couple of problems with that. The first thing is the endocrine disruptors are incredibly controversial because they could be argued to be covered by the other existing health and environmental GHS classifications. In particular, the endocrine disruptors for human health are essentially a subset of the STOT hazards, specific target organ toxicity. But the hazards aren't the big move away from GHS. No, the label conditions that the EU has placed upon the chemical industry, all of the chemical industry, for all chemicals being sold anywhere in the EU going forward, the labeling things are completely beyond GHS. They are local requirements. They go well over the top with things. And as my inquirer, who was panicking, was from a labeling company, that was the bit that they needed to hear. So, it's really, really, I don't know how to describe it. It's very frustrating for those of us who are in the EU or sell into the EU, as a lot of GB companies do, that yet again we have this extra layer of bureaucracy. And when it comes to the label information, it does not help the hazard communication. It does not actually make things safer for the end user in any way, shape or form. And you're just micromanaging what people have been managing to do perfectly well up to press. So I'll get off my soapbox there. But we do answer some other questions around the Legislative Act and also around microplastic in today's newsletter. Speaking of today's newsletter, it is coming out at 9:30 if you are a new subscriber. I'm just going to put the link below the website there. Everybody who's an existing subscriber will get it landing in their inbox at 9:30 a.m. UK time. We're still kind of unpicking and unraveling what's going on with the Legislative Act. Now, as part of that, my colleague Ali has just completed an unofficial consolidated version of EU CLP, where she's taken the EU CLP new requirements and merged them into existing CLP. And the reason she's done that, and it's so new, I've not even read it yet, but the reason she's done that is because it has been so difficult to work out what the timescales are. And technically, we don't know exactly when the clock starts on those timescales until we get full publication in the official EU journal, the EUR Lex website. So we do have that in our back pocket. If it's something that you would be interested in, then please drop me a message either on my email address, janet@ttenvironmental.co.uk, or if you're on LinkedIn, you can DM me. .uk if interested in. I'm just trying to type and talk at the same time. Because we think it's going to take a while until the EU get their act together and produce their own official or semi-official consolidated version, and people need to know now. So we needed to know now, which is why we've done it. So like I say, if you're interested in that, then drop me a line. We will be making it available to people who are our best friends, CLP Mastery trainees, self-help group members, and if anybody else would like to do that, we thought, well, it was sensible to offer it. There may be a small admin charge involved, but considering the amount of work that Ali's put into it, that's like something and nothing really. So I hope that is a helpful offer for you. So the moving away from all of the EU CLP Legislative Act nonsense, because most of it is nonsense, let's face it, but especially the labelling requirements. Just don't get me started on that. We have a bit of a shameless plug. Yay! We're going to ChemUK with our self-help group, Chemical Regulation Self-Help Group hats on. But Ali and I have very kindly been offered a speaking slot as Chemicals Coffee Time. And we're actually speaking on day 2. Now then, let me just check this. Sorry, I'm going to have to read it. I know you're not supposed to read, but if I don't read it, I'll get it wrong. So we're going to be speaking on regulatory affairs as a team sport on the Thursday, 16th May at 1:45 p.m. And I've just realised Alice said the wrong stage. It's actually stage 5. So I'm going to have to go in and actually amend the website live. But yes, we will be at ChemUK. We will be speaking on day 2, but check to see where we're speaking. I could always add the proper link below this video afterwards once I got it all sorted out. So yeah, we will be sprinting from the chemical regulations stand, which is right next to the regulatory stage 1, halfway across to stage 5 to give that talk. But yeah, it would be great to see you on stand Q120 or when we give the talk on day 2. So yeah, hope to see you there. I think it's going to be a fantastic event. It was really good last year, and it looks like it's going to be even busier this year. So well done to Ian Stone and the team. And I have put the link below this video for you to go on, get your free ticket if you are not already planning on coming. There is a thing that they do at ChemUK where you can arrange to meet people. That's great, but we won't be under TT Environmental. I'm on as Chemical Regulation Self-Help Group Organizer. So if you can't find me on that sort of system, if you are using it, then that's why. Right, okay. Reasons to be cheerful. We are still on a Monty Python jag here. And this one is so appropriate if you've just had the local elections, as we have here in England. And I am just going to, it's election night. And I'm just going to pop that below this video now. So that's it for me for today. Thanks very much for watching. If you're going to ChemUK, really looking forward to it. Hope to see you there. In the meantime, I hope to be able to chat to you again next week when I will be even more excited, as it's the week before ChemUK. But take care of yourselves, and I hope to chat to you again next week. Take care. Bye.